Judge George, welcome back to the program here. On the outside, people are going to look at this and say, listen, he was charged with money laundering, online impersonation here. He faced pressure to resign, so he decided to switch parties to keep his job. How do you respond to that?
As I mentioned, this is not something, overnight happened. And I just want you to know that, first of all, I wanted to tell this to your audience, your listeners. Immigrants like us come to this country, no history of born and raised, neither Democrat or Republican. We come to this country for a better life. And then we accomplish that. Then we look at how we wanted to get involved. When I thought this is a party where I should affiliate with, and I was wrong about it. And I did realize that over the years. And what happened in Fort Bend County specifically, after Democrats came in power 2018, which I was also part of, our budget went up, almost doubled in dollar amount, and our expenses our spending is going crazy in Fort Bend County, and many other level, it is not sustainable. And so many times I was not.
Judge, let me ask you. You preside over the budget, the county budget there. I mean, why does it matter which party you're in if you can have influence over, spending?
You are absolutely right, but many times, as you know, all these budgets are passed to 5-0 votes. Okay, it's not like somebody went against it, but when it comes to a budget, it is, Jason, it is very different than you're voting on an agenda item, one item, and it is a package. And so I said this, I am guilty of it, and I shouldn't have agreed with it. I should have voted against it, but I realized it late. And so now I am fixing that problem. And this budget, we are going streamlining. This budget is, right now we are in a budget cycle, and you will see that we are going to be presenting a very much the same budget as last year. There is no increase possibly. That's what we're working towards. And it's going to be a lean budget because we cannot sustain the spending we are incurred last so many years. Yeah. And that is one thing. So when I said against or stood against, this is happening behind the scene, maybe average citizen don't see it. When I stood against it, and then the leftist district attorney and his team, Democratic team, came together, and you heard the term weaponization of government, weaponization of the justice system. That is exactly what happened. They came after me, and so they said, okay, we will kick you out, and we will put somebody, we can trust, or somebody, my friend, I put them there. And I give you an example, one of the judge, a sitting judge in Fort Bend County, who signed a warrant against me, 2 months later, he announced he is going to run against me. It is that corrupt in Fort Bend County, and I cannot stand that, and I will stand up and fight. And I understand these charges. I didn't do anything wrong, and that's why I'm standing up and fighting, and I will fight, and I will prevail in the court of law.
If there's corruption in the Democratic Party, as you allege, I mean, why do you have to switch parties in order to fight that corruption? Can't you fight it better inside your own party?
No, actually, the reason absolutely fighting inside is very different because, and also understand one thing, I believe in the foundational American principles of faith, family, and freedom. And that is not what Democratic Party stand for. And that's what I learned over the years. And so I looked from outside, I realized I thought certain things, and I went inside, things are very different. And I believe this is the only way I can fight the corruption going on in Fort Bend County, and also unchecked spending. And also the ideology is very important. Understand one thing. I did not leave Democratic Party. They left me. I mean, they said, we don't want you, and you are not a spender. You don't agree with everything I say. So we are going to put you in a legal trouble. They know that they cannot defeat me in a ballot box. But they realized when they put some legal challenges, put on you, and that's how they play the game. And you see that last few years it has been happening all over the country.
Judge, do you plan to run for re-election next year as a Republican?
Yes, I am. And also one thing I am telling the Democratic primary or the Democratic followers, the Democratic voters, whatever they decide, I am 100% okay with that. But I am, yes, your question, answer your question is yes.
Where do you see a path to victory, though? Because you have Republicans and Democrats both calling on you to resign. Where do you see a path to victory?
But that is the important thing about this country. And we have a primary election, and I do follow a community, and and also there is a following for me, because when what happened to me. And one question I wanted to tell our citizens, if they can come after me and destroy my reputation, my family, and my values and my name, I built over 25 years in this Fort Bend County. If they can do that, it is a fair game. Anywhere you go, they could just go after anybody. This is scary, and this is going to be something we need to be addressing. Answer to your question, and I believe there is a group of people, a large group of people will be following me, and that they will, because in the past they all voted in the Republican primary, and because of various people like us, they decided to go the other way. And now a lot of them are coming back, already came back, and they are changing, because the Asian community at large, I mentioned this before, we don't have any family history of any political party or political affiliation. We choose to stick with one side, and that's answer your question. I strongly believe that Republican primary voters will understand it, and we will move forward from there.
Your party switch obviously changes the dynamics of the commissioner's court there in Fort Bend County. The Republicans now have the majority, 3-2, with your switch, and that could obviously change the direction of county priorities. What are some of the top priorities now you want to change with this new majority?
That's actually a very good question. I will tell you clearly what we are looking to do. One is, I don't know you're aware of it. We actually drew a map in 2021 with so many deficiencies, and some certain ways it is not a legal precinct redistricting map. And we are looking to fix all the problems, and hiring somebody understand the legal aspect of it, and hiring somebody and fixing those issues, and restoring a fair representation for every resident of Fort Bend County. As I mentioned about lower taxes, we are going to make sure, and I am going to be working with two of my colleagues, making sure we are going to streamline our spending. The first example of that is going to be the new budget. And we are in the middle of a budget cycle, and you will see that we are going to eliminate a lot of programs and things of that nature.
What do you plan to eliminate? I'm sorry, Judge. What do you hope to eliminate to cut spending there in Fort Bend County?
We had a summer employment program, and we have some other programs to help people, young people, and things of that nature. The problem we are going to, and also people are, every budget cycle, they ask for new positions and things of that nature. This budget, we are not going to have even room, because what happened is our growth is kind of slowing down in Fort Bend County. Last year, it was 10% growth with property taxes, but this year it is 1.8% growth. That means we are not just doing it for the sake of doing it. We are forced to do a lot of streamlining of the budget. And another thing we wanted to do is definitely, lowering taxes mean putting more money back into our citizens' pocket, and that is something Republican Party is champion for, and that's one of the reasons why I'm very much interested in engaging in that conversation. And this is also, as you mentioned, it is a new chapter in Fort Bend County, and this decision is going to have long-lasting impact in Fort Bend County.
But the summer employment programs obviously are almost a rounding error there on the county budget. I mean, the big chunks of the budget are the jail, the sheriff's office, et cetera. Are you going to cut any positions anywhere?
No, actually, of course, 100% we support law enforcement and legal system and all that stuff. It is, of course, that is sacred. But when, Jason, you know that when you look into the budget, and our budget was $382 million when I came in 2018. Today it is $732 million. We grew. There is no question. Our county is one of the fastest growing county, but not at that level. And so that's the reason why we are still assessing, our budget officer is assessing where we can engage, and we are going to be very sensible about what we do as far as cuts or streamlining is concerned.
But Judge, you again, as a Democrat or Republican, you as a Democrat in this case, were overseeing that growing budget the entire time since you arrived.
You are absolutely right about that. And so, and many times you can understand when you associate with certain group of people, you are become a team player. And I am guilty of that, being a team player. I'm not a team player anymore. I'm going to stand up and say what is right. And that is exactly what I am doing.
Judge, it's great to see you again. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Thank you for the time. Thank you.